my name's Jason. Welcome back to I Have a Story. My question today is, if you were making six figures, would you need to beg for money? I've watched this woman do it twice now. Um, Today I went to publish my video on Facebook and it popped up people you'd like to share this with. And it popped up her mom and it showed that I was still friends with her. Like, wait, I deleted her. I blocked her mom out. Well, then I found out her mom has multiple Facebook accounts, which throws up red flags. It's not like some people who have, like me, I have multiple Facebook accounts because I have my personal one and then I have one for my channel. Um, that's it. I'm kind of involved in a case right now where a meth addict, and this is again, I'm going to talk so much about this corrupt system. A meth addict who just got picked up with a very large quantity of meth was in prison. Not in prison, locked up in jail. And this is not his first offense. He also, a friend of mine had about 10 guns stolen. That kid's mom reached out to my friend and said, hey, my son's the one who stole your guns. Here's the pictures of them. They're laying on the bed. My friend contacted the office that was holding this man and said, hey, I found, and this had already been reported. I was there and I actually sat with his wife and his daughter because he was not home that night when his wife and daughter came home and found their guns stolen. And I was the one who spent the evening at their house to make sure, because I mean, it's a scary situation. I've been there, I've done it. It's a scary situation. I've been in a lot of them. I was going to leave two women and a mother and a daughter home alone. So I was there when the cops came, took the report, and did all that. And while this guy was locked up, they evidence in the case was submitted. He's the one who stole them, and they still turned him free and didn't even throw that at him. Now, the system, I don't get it. Now that guy's loose and probably going to take off running. He had multiple Facebook accounts because he was a drug addict, a drug dealer, and a pimp. And that's why he had multiple Facebook accounts. So when you see multiple Facebook accounts on a personal user and under their name and acting as a normal person, you see that there's a red flag. So I didn't know that I had friended her multiple times and didn't know that I never knew that she had multiple accounts and found out she did. So when I went on her page to unfriend her, it popped up the video, the post that I just is the thumbnail of this video, where her daughter's begging for money again. Now in 2020, she ran out the door and made a Facebook GoFundMe page, asking for money, claiming that she was abused and the children were abused, and she had to get away from her abusive husband. Again, playing the victim card. I already aired the recording of the very morning before that. The very morning before she took off and ran out claiming I'm the one who abused her and the kids, I recorded the entire day. She was the one abusing me. I'm the one who went and picked her flowers and tried making her happy, but yet I deserved that, right? Her running off with the kids and the court siding with her again. She also posted on there that she has no money and can't afford to take care of our kids. But yet at that time she was bringing home between $600 and $800 a week, and she took off with over $5,000. She took the whole bank account. I mean, that's provable. It's bank record. She took all the money out of the bank, which was over $5,000, and whatever was in the other account that I'm not even aware of, and whatever other money she took that I'm not aware of, but still had to go out and beg for money. So I see today she's got a GoFundMe page begging for money again. Now this woman started her job almost 2 years ago at $125,000 a year plus bonuses. $125,000 a year salary plus bonuses. And still wants to keep claiming the victim card. And even now with her mom, and her mom's mentally ill just like her mom has 3 children. 2 of them refuse to even talk to her and are very verbal. F you, you will never see me or your grandkids ever again. She went and hunted down her other daughter. Her other daughter wouldn't even face her, sent a man out and said, get the F out of here. You will never see your daughter again. Get out of here. She never wants to talk to you again because of the severe abuse her children suffered at the hands of her mom, her stepdad, or that was her real dad. The other 2 kids, that's their stepdad. And again, I can even prove this happening between the daughter that does still talk to her mom and her, just because her mom is there to take care of her. Her mom, she keeps going back, and even though her mom and her stepdad abuse her, abuse our children, which I've already aired, She runs back to her because mommy will take care of me. That's what it's all about for her. Taking care of her, not her children. Doesn't matter what happens to them. So let me ask you, I mean, I live off of $200 a month. If I made $125 a year, I'd have my battle, I'd have everything. I want to ask you, as a man, if I made $125,000 a year, I ran off with my kids, filed provably false allegations against my wife, left her in debt, in the hole. She didn't pay any of the bills. I didn't know any of this was going on. She took care of the minimal bills we had, electric and phone, car insurance, propane, which we only use in the wintertime. Our stove's electric. You hear in one of my videos about how we don't have modern conveniences. The only thing we didn't have was an oven that didn't work, and the oven itself didn't work in the stove that was in here when we bought the house. And the stove still worked, but the oven did not. That's huge modern day convenience mishap, right? Things I'd forget to talk about, and I get lost in emotion and try to keep these videos short, but there's so much to say. And then when I say something, I need to actually kind of explain that. So there was an explanation of one of the recordings. It wasn't, we didn't have modern conveniences. The oven didn't work. We got rid of it, got one that did. Case closed. That was simple. Definitely nothing to cry about. But now she's out running around claiming again, victim, victim, victim. And this time, you know, she's used those pictures. My God. I can prove she abused her son his entire life. I've even aired the recordings enough to where you see it. Again, I've talked about where he refused to come here and see her on Mother's Day, even after he hadn't seen her in almost a year and we moved away. Again, I can prove she made us move here, but keeps claiming that I'm the one who made us move here and keeps blaming me. You already heard that in one of my recordings. I did not, it was you. I did not, it was you. Oh, well, quit bringing up the history. Well, oh my God, it's insanity. My children should not be raised in that, and that's the insanity that goes through this woman's head. So she's out begging again for money when she makes 6 figures. I live off of $200 a month. As a man, if I left my wife, who had no income, filed for disability and all these medical conditions, and I made 6 figures and ran off with the kids, wouldn't I be paying out the butt right now to that woman? No, instead I'm also supposed to pay out the butt for that woman. And I can't afford it. I'm going to lose it all. And I can't believe that the whole entire system supports this. Man, I have no rights, then as a man, do I just not have a life anymore? I've already lived 16 years of my life like this. Watch my kids, and now what happened to my son and the complete entire outcome of it all. And her son, and her children. And then she pays off her daughter. It's part of making all this money and needing more. She's got to, it's just like what's going on in politics. We need more money so we can pay off our corruption. And that's what she does to her oldest daughter. It didn't work to her oldest son. He still killed himself, and that's what they did. Neither parent was in that kid's life, except for mom, who abused him, and dad, who was running all over the country working and making as much money as he can and racing cars. The kid didn't have anybody to turn to other than the mom who abused him, and he refused to come and see her. She goes back down there, and now just a couple months later, he's dead. Obviously, I don't know the whole story, but I know what I saw and what I know, and kids don't just kill themselves. Especially if they have a positive support group. No matter what happens in your life, that's part of where I want to be the different parent for my children. I'm going to make a video just on that. My views and how I want to raise my kids. I think that's going to be my start of my videos and my children's rights videos. So I want to ask you, if you're making $125,000 plus a year, and again, that's what she started at almost 2 years ago, so I'd assume she's gotten raises and made more money. And what I've even seen in her jobs, it's an abs. Oh my God, I am so jelly. We want to talk about a jelly roll. I'm a jelly roll because, God, I had to go out and pound nails and swing steel and boards and break my bones in my body. Literally, I've broken bones in my body over just for the jobs that I've had. And all that I put my body through out in the weather and cold and heat and rain and everything else, I could sit behind a desk, log into my computer and go, all right, let's go to the beach. Wait, what do you mean go to the beach? Well, I'm logged in. They see I'm working. I don't have any meetings, so we can go to the beach. Don't you have work to do? Yeah, but it's not the work I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm not doing it. Like, how do you get away with that and then make that kind of money? I made 40 grand a year breaking my fingers and bones and not sitting behind a cushy desk going, I'm logged in, let's go to the beach. I'm going shopping. Let's go to the restaurant. Let's go get something to eat. Let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, wait, I'm going to sit here and just search YouTube and send you a whole bunch of stuff I'm playing on YouTube while you're supposed to be working. And I can even prove that happens in her job today. Even in my situation, I can still prove it because she doesn't even know how to cover her tracks. And I guess when you're empowered and get away with it and you're mentally ill, you come to the point you don't think you have to anymore. So I don't know. I mean, God, if you made six figures, would you be out begging for money? I live off of $200 a month, and I forgot. Okay, I just logged in. I did 7 months ago. I didn't realize it had even been that long. I had started a GoFundMe, and I started putting it in the first beginning couple of my videos, and then I forgot all about it. Even in debt, as far as I am, I forgot all about I need money. And not that I forgot about it. I've been trying to make it on my own and hurt myself, and I've been down for weeks, and I need help. So after I saw that GoFundMe post of hers, I thought I'd go on there and see what she actually put on there. Well, I can't find it, nor could I find mine. So then I log into my account, and it's just mysteriously gone. I've even logged into it, I think, 2 or 3 times in the beginning, a few weeks, because I had to, I copied the link. I went back on there, now it's saying I never published it, and it needs to be finished, and it's in a form of a draft with no information, and I got to start over. So apparently I got to start that one over, and I do need to start. I mean, God, if I can get the money, get the attorney, that right there would get me out of this, wouldn't it? Hopefully, I don't know, out of the attorneys, and I'll be talking more about it. I've hired attorneys, multiples of them, and what I've experienced with them has been horrendous, horrendous, horrendous. These people making $300-400 an hour, and nothing is coming out of it. I mean, literally horrendous. What I've seen, just as bad as the medical industry, horrendous. There are so many attorneys that are just sharks out to just suck you dry, and just, I've even watched it in many other cases. One of the ones I want to air with my children's rights videos that I want to talk about, and this was one of my original me in my situation planning to do this channel stories, was a mother who spent over $20,000 trying to fight her crazy ex, who, again, I am not biased. Men are bad, women are bad, and I'm here to tell stories on both ends. But I'm also here as a man to fight for my rights as a man that have been denied to me because I'm a man. So she spent over $20,000 in attorney fees, and it still went on, and I don't know that it ever ended. For years. It's just like, it's a joke. And her daughter had to go through at the hands of her dad was horrible. And the court empowered it. Even with evidence, didn't care. There's needles, drugs, taking them to court, we don't care. What the hell do these courts care about? I mean, I've seen these court systems on both ends. It's like one court system doesn't care about anything, another care only about women. Is that the job of the court? So I'm asking you, if you made six figures, would you